A national nonprofit is putting the spotlight on concerns for Seattle's Chinatown International District.
So just within the last few minutes, the National Trust for Historic Preservation named the CID one of America's most endangered historic places of the year. The nonprofit says this is the first time a Washington state location has appeared on this list. It highlighted the CID as the only area in the continental U.S. where Chinese, Japanese, Filipinos, African Americans, and Vietnamese people settled together and built one neighborhood. But it goes on to say the neighborhood is under threat from infrastructure and transit changes. The community pushed back against plans to build a new light rail station in the middle of the CID, which would have displaced businesses. The agency has delayed its official recommendation for a site location. When I heard about this morning, I immediately thought of you because I know your connection to the CID, your family there. All the reporting we have done, it is such a shame to think that it is an endangered neighborhood.
Well, for decades, actually, people who live in the CID have been protesting and trying to save and preserve that neighborhood. Back in the 70s, a lot of people may not know if they're new to the area, but when the Kingdom was being built, a lot of people were celebrating the fact that we're building this amazing stadium. What they didn't know was that it would have impacted people who live in the CID, maybe increase their property rates and forced small businesses and low-income people to move out of that neighborhood. So there was a lot of protests, there was a lot of activism that actually came out of that situation, and that continues even decades later with things like the light rail stations being built and crime being increased in that neighborhood as well.
I feel like the CID has more of a voice than it ever has. Do you get that feeling? We're seeing city council candidates coming out. We're seeing rallies in ways that I've never seen them before since I've been here.
I think that the crimes, the hate crimes against Asian Americans has triggered a lot of people to speak up when they normally would not have. And I think we are seeing a lot more people speak up and try to protect this neighborhood. It is a precious neighborhood with so much history. So I'm glad to be able to see that it's on this this list.
Precious,
sure.
a good word there. Thanks, Meme.